Well, hey, I think we're live.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
Let's see. Let me find something here I wanted to share with everybody. Maybe. Maybe not. Come on now. Play friendly. So, it was Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. So, I posted that a while back, and I kind of like that.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the live event. It's 10 o'clock, and hopefully you guys are all out there. I'm supporting my merch today. I got some new merch. Tony's Hot Rod Garage and 2024 No Name National shirt. The back there.
Money, fame, community.
Yeah. So, and community's got the big check mark because, you know, if you're part of the No Name Nationals, which, already know all that. So, well, we got some glare over here, don't we?
A little bit, yeah.
I wonder if I can hang something up there. If I hang that up there, does that help?
Yeah.
Okay. So
On the back end of it, yeah.
well, I'll have to get my staple gun. Oh, yeah, we can put it right there. There we go. Does that help?
Yeah. The front end's kind of blurry, but that's all right.
Well, I'd like to thank all the moderators in here today. I know RC Gardens has decided they would be a moderator. And Eric, you can go over to his channel and check it out. Oh, yeah, I see we still got a little bit of right there, don't we?
Yeah. No big deal.
Well,
I'll just stand here the whole time.
let's see if we can find something else. I got that old Tahoe cover over there. Oh, golly. Let's see. I got some of that leather that I used in the...
Hey, I'll tell you what, I've got an old shirt in my car. We should staple up there and stretch it out.
How about that right there?
That'll work.
You want to get that stapler over there? It's in that yellow bin there.
He's going to take my stapler. My stapler.
You have to probably go under there because it's pretty thick. This is leather. Did that work?
I don't know.
It's on there. Okay, now let's put it over here. That'll hold it. That's good.
That's good enough.
Oh, yeah. She's just like brand used now. Oh, yeah. Of course, that looks kind of funky right there, but that's all right. It's better than that glare, I guess. So, yeah, well, nobody's here yet anyway, so that's fine. Well, it says there's 3 people in here. So,
Hey!
so we don't know who you are, but hello.
It's RC Gardens there.
Yeah, so there must be one in there anyway.
Hello.
And we got some thumbs up, so that's nice. Okay. Well, today we got the antifreeze taken out of this. I'm sorry, the water drained out of this and got some antifreeze put in it because it's been kind of cool here. Actually, it's kind of cool right now, but I don't have my, my other merch. Let me show you what else I got. Cool. Yeah, I got in. These things are nice. You can go over there and get you one of these because these are pretty nice. They're definitely warm. So, yeah. So we got a
Hoodie.
Got a hoodie. So get your RC Industry hoodie. Our shop RCindustry.com. Well, let's see. What plan is today, we're going to take and see if we can get this carburetor on there. If you watched the last event, live event, you know that we got a different carburetor. So let's just see what we got. Oops. Oh, yeah, I didn't see it. Yeah, you're drinking that Stephen Holtz coffee there.
Yeah.
Oh, you can probably put it over there now if you want. I put my coffee cups out of the way. It's up to you. Yeah, you can still see through it, but you can tell it's dirty.
It's not black, at least.
Yeah, it's not black. Whereas before it was, because it was popping up through the carburetor with that bad. We had that bad cam load. Okay, well that looks a bit intimidating, but I suppose. Yeah, so what we'll have to do is cut, I suppose, right in there somewhere, and then that rubber hose can go over and then feed into that carburetor, and we can put this in line here somehow. I don't know yet how to do that. I'm not real, careful. I'm not real keen on those plastic filters, but right. So we're gonna get these little Jesus clips off of here. Like so. That back on there so we can use that. And this one's got an electric choke on it, where this one's got the manual choke. Well, let's see. On the back of that carb, we have to take that. And this one has a place on the back for the vacuum booster, but it's a push-on thing, and that one's got a screw on. So we'll have to modify that.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
So we'll have to get a new piece of something to go from here over to that, probably, I guess. Or something. We'll have to figure something out for that. This should be pretty simple, and this one pretty simple, I guess. Right. Yeah, if any of you has ever done this, you can just chime right in on the comments there, and let's see. That is, if I remember right, half inch. Maybe it's 9/16. There's directions there. We got to figure out how to, well, we got to get this adapter plate put together first. We got to figure that out. But yeah, there's directions if you want to look at them. That probably wouldn't hurt. You know, those are only suggestions.
Holley Street Warrior.
It's a street warrior.
Electric choke.
Yeah, we'll have to wire that boy in. Just pull it down a little bit. Ouch. Ooh, it's hot. Okay. Let's see if I can get something under there. Catch that. Good old paint can lid, that ought to go under there. Sorry we can't get you in here to see what we're doing, but we can kind of tell you what we're doing, I guess. We're putting the pressure off of, or letting the pressure off of that line to the carburetor, and I guess we're going to try to catch it in this cup. How good that's going to work. Because that won't fit under there. Let's find something shorter. Or we could just soak it up with a rag.
I was going to say blue shop towel.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Well, you know, that old pump puts out a little pressure.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. There we go. Got it off there finally. Okay. Now we got to get that back one back there. Ooh, careful. Yeah, I think, see how that's screwed into that? Yeah, it's hard to see back in there.
Yeah, I see it.
I don't know what size it is.
So I don't either, no.
Here's a 5/8. Yeah, it won't, I know it won't be that big.
It's
But it may not be. I don't remember what it is. Maybe it's 3/4.
5/8.
Huh?
5/8.
Oh, okay. Is it turning? Oh, yeah, it'll be, one screws into the other. Let me see which one you're on.
I'm on the small one. There's a big one over
Yeah,
here.
is that big one turning?
It,
It may be. I can't tell. Let's see if I can get my finger in there. Yeah, it's turning the whole thing. So let's pull this bracket off,
alright.
and then we'll have to get another wrench on it.
That's probably a half.
This, yeah, it's right here, 9/16. Save those bolts and be careful at this point because we can drop something down in the intake manifold. We don't do that. That suck. It should just move it out of there. I'm hoping this fits on that adapter plate because we got to have that thing. So that may be another modification we have to make. Move. Now, can you see that other one back there?
Yeah, I see it now.
Does it look bigger or the same
It's
size?
much bigger. Well,
Some bigger.
yes. 3/4. No, it's smaller than a 3/4.
Okay. Well, but the 5/8 won't work.
No.
Well, what's the 16th of an inch more than 5/8?
That'd be 9/16.
Hey, there's Justin. You're on the air.
Oh boy.
What's up, man?
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
That's right, sir.
Got to see what my neighbor's up to.
Yeah, we got set up this morning, and so we're
We're
starting to take
tearing
this.
stuff up.
Yeah, I don't know. The idea is to get this on there.
Excellent.
So
Yeah,
let's
it's
see.
too
That's
small.
pretty.
That's too small.
Yeah.
So what's next? 11/16, 12/16 would be what?
2/3.
Two-thirds. There,
12/16.
This
Oh,
one,
no,
this
that's
one.
neat.
Get that one.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna have to have both of them once we get the right size. Oh, that's too big, so it's smaller than this, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Doesn't look like we got anybody else in there yet, so.
Oh, good. There it is. Hope I didn't scratch my butt in front of it or anything.
Well, it might get some views on it.
Might get some views.
Yeah, we had somebody on here last week that might have enjoyed that.
Yeah, we had a little issue last week.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
There's always one, you know.
Yeah. That's the next size smaller.
Wow, that's pretty.
That's great.
Can't get it on there.
Huh.
Is it metric?
Wouldn't think.
I wouldn't think so either, but none of this stuff's working.
I can't see it, so let me get my stool. I mean, I wouldn't think that would be metric.
I don't understand why that would be, but
Well, 77, they were starting to change stuff over. What have you got in your hand? You got a,
I got the
let me see,
5/8.
what's the other side of it?
3/4.
Yeah, that's what it is, 3/4. Yeah, that's 3/4. Well, it's a little loose, actually. Quite a bit loose, but, well, I don't know, maybe it is metric. Okay.
You all right? Yeah.
Little looks off everything. That thing hurts.
Yeah, bet.
Yeah, it's kind of rough.
Really? So they'd be running metric and
Yeah, so everyone.
Well, that's what was bad about the 70s. Well, that was when the push for the government
Oh,
was pushing
yeah.
us to go metric.
those.
So the car companies were having to follow the guidelines.
I remember in school them pushing the metric for a while, and
Yeah, that was the year I failed mathematics. Let's see. Here's a 17. It's a little small. Oh, wait a minute. But that was 3/4 wasn't it?
Yeah.
Here's a 17. Try that. Too little?
Too small.
Let's try an 18. But 18 is pretty close to 11/16, so. Did you get your flag out this morning?
Yeah.
I saw the crew went by while I was setting up.
Yeah, I got it out. I had,
Almost.
Oh, it's not quite big enough?
Yep.
Well, I can get a 19, but I think 19 is going to be bigger than 11/16s. So I don't know.
So for the viewing audience, we're trying to find the right size. Get this thing off.
Well, I don't got no 19 yet. Do they even make a 19?
I don't think they do.
Well, just use this one. That what was we determined what was too big? 11/16s.
3/4 fit on there, but there was a little bit of play. And just use 3/4.
Okay.
You can wheel that right over there.
Well, I've got it up on the blocks
Oh,
because the floor tilts to the drains,
Yeah.
and so if you don't put it up on the blocks, the drawers won't stay shut.
Oh boy.
So,
Yeah, it's always something in these old houses. Hey, looks like Lars has made it in.
what's up, Lars?
So we
What's
got
up, America?
the troops are starting to come in. So we got Sergeant Lars is coming in there. So this is Justin, by the way. He's my neighbor, friend, and bartender, and all kinds of stuff. So.
Little of everything, except engines.
Now, if Tony gets in here after a while, he's the one that lives in Preston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
In fact, that's what I'm wearing his hat today. So,
Oh, okay.
so it's off, or that's loose?
Yep, it's all good.
Okay, so let's pull these out. Yeah, this thing may never run again, but at least we can push it out in the yard.
Wow. Nothing like a brand new carpet.
Well, that's what I'm hoping.
So this isn't brand used.
Well, it actually is, because
Oh.
that's a remanufactured one straight from the Holley. So
it
when
technically-
Holley, so technically it is brand used, because what it was, it probably had something wrong with it that when it went through production, and so they have to pull them back off and redo them, and then they sell them for half price. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
hey, there's this one over there.
Most exciting part is the startup when you get it.
Yeah.
And it comes to life.
Yeah, well, hopefully it will. Oh, yeah. Okay, so there's that. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to respond to that. So at least you did, so it's cool. Eric's moderating today, so
The moderator.
the moderator. Okay. Well,
By the way.
so here's what I was talking about. See, we're gonna have to go from that. You might be able to get a piece of the vacuum hose on there, and then just leave this on there. I don't want to slide up very far. Otherwise, we gotta get a new piece from there all the way around to that. Which I might have some of that. I don't know. Let me look. Dig around in
Chances are good.
Fibber McGee's closet here.
Yeah. A little of everything in there he's got.
So what are you out doing today?
Well, we just had relatives come visit and they just left and, she's doing her thing, I'm doing mine and kind of
Just chilling.
chilling. I gotta, clean up some things and the weather's great and I gotta put up my Christmas lights. That means getting on the roof
Yeah.
and that means spending most of the day up there,
That sounds
going all the way around the house because I sit on the edge and put them on. It's better than a ladder because a ladder you just gotta move it constantly.
Yeah.
I'm just up there moving along on my butt,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
475 lights. By the time it gets all the way around.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Christmas
Oh.
lights.
I would wait till later on in the day when it gets real hot.
Well, or be like Eric and I. We'll wait till it snows and we'll be out here freezing, trying to put.
That's what I want to avoid is I'm like, this year I said, man, I'm going to do it when the sun's out.
Do it
nice. And I just won't turn them on until, December. Then it's legally, you can turn them on.
Yeah, I think, once you get past Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I don't like to mix holidays.
No, I don't want to turn mine off.
But you want to be prepared.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta
I want to get it over with so then I don't have to say last minute, oh, I got to get out there. And then it's windy and freezing.
Okay, so this is the Adapto plate.
So you got, I don't know how this works. You got people commenting on here.
Yeah, we got one person watching. Well, it says there's 3, but I think RC Gardens is one. That's him, and then me. I'm on here. So
Come on.
our friend Lars is on there, but he's probably on the road. I
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah, he's probably driving somewhere. Well, it looks like this is going to work. Let's see. That's the top one, I'm guessing. Well, it ain't great. I mean, this is what on last live, we were talking about how shoddy this piece is because, so this is the piece that.
This is top of the line, by the way.
Yeah, so this is what Holley sells you,
Mhm.
but they don't make it. It's made by another company.
Okay.
And so if you look at this see how that's just got a little piece of metal right there?
Yeah.
Well, this is the name of the manufacturer all
Okay.
stamped in there so that
Yeah.
it has the opportunity then to leak.
Yeah.
And that's, so you have to fill it in with some. So we used a short strand or fiberglass.
So
and we sanded it
So
down.
you don't have a new one of these?
This is new.
Oh, that is.
It comes right from the
Oh, I
factory.
see.
that
You
way.
filled it. That's why it looks.
Yeah,
like
we
that.
filled it, and that's why it looks like
Yeah.
that. So yeah,
It's not worked.
yeah. And so now the gasket that the same company sends with it, see, it's sticking out this little over here.
Oh, so a little sizing oversight there.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So
So what do you do in that?
well, we're just going to run it. I mean, there's nothing else we can do with this, but it's kind of crazy to think that,
Yeah.
Do you want me, or do you need to use sandpaper?
Well, we did on the last show. It's smooth. I think we're
Smooth
good
enough.
there. Yeah. Just got to see what it recommends here. We got all these little things. This adapter plate.
So you got big plans for the holiday, Justin? Coming up?
Yeah. I don't know about Thanksgiving. We're kind of just still haven't figured that out. Yeah. No. Actually, no big plans.
No big plans.
Like something's going to happen. We're going to do something or go somewhere or not.
So you have no clue right now.
It's like my wife and I. It's like, okay, are we going to make a turkey and go do the whole thing? It's I don't know. Sometimes you just want to let's just have a regular dinner. We'll see.
Yeah.
It all depends.
Yeah, or like my
What
folks
her
used to
boys-
just always go out to eat.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it all depends what her boys are doing.
Well, now when I was a
Like
kid, we did. Mom always made a big dinner when I was a kid. But
Oh yeah, we had every Thanksgiving. We had a big family thing, and relatives would show up, and it was beautiful.
So, thank you.
I liked your stop sign video the other day.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah, I watched that too. That's pathetic, man. People
It's just right straight through.
Just blatant.
Got kids in the car and everything. They just go right through.
Well,
It's
and
like,
that one video, I don't know which one you saw, but the one was the neighbor was out in the yard and his little girl was out there and they had the baby in the stroller. They weren't close to the street, but
Yeah.
still, it doesn't matter. I mean,
it's
if you hit that stop sign or buzz that stop sign at 40 miles an hour and T-bone somebody, you're going to fly in somebody's yard.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
absolutely.
Okay, that's kind of how that works. Oh, I better put some in there.
Watch this. See how you- So you play drums?
Huh?
You play drums?
Yeah.
I've been telling him, I'm like, get together and play. And yeah, just play guitar. And he plays guitar, and I can easily play bass. I'm thinking it'd be really fun. You know, no obligation to anybody else, but just us. Just hitting it, because I get an itch every once in a while. Because I used to play in bands and stuff. And like I haven't done it in a long time. Man, it'd be so cool.
Yeah. Me too. I don't like all the politics involved with that, but
Yeah.
I love to jam. I love to play.
Yeah.
I have everything all set up in my basement. You know, bring a guitar over sometime.
I think it'd be really fun. I mean, it's been a long time, so but I've got an amp and guitar and a pedal and all that stuff.
Okay, so it appears that you take this little doogie whopper and put down in there,
So,
and there's no instructions.
Yeah,
So
we'll talk about that.
yeah, I hate Mr. Gaskets. The logo has to go. That is exactly correct.
Yeah.
So that means that this piece has to sit like this.
not saying the wheel will stop yet.
No, they ain't gonna do that.
The wheels have to completely stop moving. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that really do watch it. Okay, that's-
Well, some of them are closed.
Borderline stop.
I can get around it. I can get down with that. But like people the other day were just wasn't stopping at all.
Okay.
Is that other one set on here?
Yeah, this sets on here. But you gotta be careful because if you see, that thing has to hold those little doogie whoppers in there. That.
Oh, I see.
And then these little things, these go down there. So we got to get an Allen wrench. Hey, John Wilburn's in there. Hey, John, I got some new merch on. So you know I talked about that earlier, but I got my No Name Nationals 2024 shirt, which is all about community. I guess when Eric and I were down there, we missed out on the sale of those. There was so much going on, you know. So anyway, thanks for joining.
They're kind of backwards. It looks like it's almost like you need a bright light right here.
We do, and that's why we taped or stapled this up because it was we don't have a very good studio here. So.
No, it's all right. You got it.
Hey, and Jim's Fastback Garage is in there. Good deal. He lives here in Indiana, up north a little way. Well, actually, quite a ways actually.
All right.
Up in that area up there where the that camper sales place is.
Oh, okay. Up by Lafayette.
Yeah, somewhere up in that. Well, no, the one that's over there.
But that's a city. The city just drove right through.
Well, they
He
do.
didn't even stop.
I've got police officers doing the same thing, and
What the heck?
we called the police one day about this, and they went over and sat in that parking lot over there for an hour, and I filmed them and sitting there and everybody running the stop signs. They never did anything.
Mercy.
So that's why I said it's not important, I guess. At least to some people. So yeah, so we're trying to get everybody caught up here. So we're trying to get this thing put on there. Oh, we only brought 24, but until 11:15 you could order from Gunslinger Graphics. Yeah, that's what we did. That's what I did. Yeah, I had to get me a hoodie for winter, and I got a Tony's Hot Rod Garage hat on today, but try to support a different hat every show. So anyway,
You got to display the carburetor.
yeah. So this is what we're in the process of putting on. This is a 600. What'd you call it? An eliminator? Or what's the name of that carburetor? 600 Defender, or I don't know.
It's a Buick.
Warrior.
Oh, it's a Warrior. Oh, yeah.
Holley Warrior.
It's a Warrior. So there you go. So we've been attempting to fix this vacuum leak on this truck for months now. And I'll show you where the vacuum leak's at. I talked about it in the last video, but the last live, but we had 2 vacuum leaks. One of them was internal. So we got that one fixed and it still didn't run right. So come to find out, this little duker right back, let's see, let me get this turned around right here. That little thing right there, that's where she's a losing. That is loose. And so I could have bought a kit, a bushing kit, but I chose not to do that. So, all right, so let's see if we can get this on there.
This would bring it so light. I got one of those clamp-ons, you know, those like painter lights.
Oh, a big spotlight kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can
One of
just
the-
clamp it right up there.
One of the folks we watch, they have real nice lighting when they do their lives, and they made their own with buckets, white 5-gallon buckets with lights in the bottom.
Oh yeah.
It works really good.
Can
So
light. You know what? I'll go get it. I want to see.
yeah, that's going to do what that truck needs. Well, see, my goal is I still got my time slip, so we know what this truck ran last year. So which is not anything great, 11.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
11.47.
There's the pups. So now I want to, by changing this carburetor out and actually having 4 barrels that open up, I'm hoping that brings that, you know, maybe we can cut a half a second off anyway. I don't know.
Well, John said that'll be what you need to do.
Well, that's good.
Over said that.
Well, that's good. Oh, JB's in the shop. Hello, JB. I don't know why I'm yelling. I'm sure you can hear me. Okay, let me see if I can get these to start.
Justin wants to get a lot.
Oh, did he? It's just got to be lined up just so, I guess. Yeah, so this year we hope to be able to take, not only bring the Chevy back, but I'm hoping to bring the Dodge D100 too. So, but we got to get that thing running. Okay, so last Friday when we did the live, we took off, you know, after the live was over, I went to move everything out of the way. And I did a burnout out here in the Dodge truck. And I went to hit the brakes, and the pedal just cleared the floor, and I went zipping right out into the road, almost hit a car. And yeah, it was
I thought he was drunk.
Okay, I got those started. Do you want to talk to the troops a minute? I got to run in here a minute.
Yes. All right. While RC's in the bathroom.
Yeah, it's starting to warm up out here now.
Yeah.
I think I might have to shuck my coat here. My hoodie. Don't forget to get you a hoodie. Yeah.
ShopRC.com.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I got one of them started in there, so let's see if we can do another one. Hopefully this is going to stop that vacuum leak. Get it started and then you can type it down if you want. I'm only going to do it because that way if I drop it down the intake manifold, it's not your fault. There, now you can type them up if you want to. Snug them all up evenly. There's probably some reason for that. I have one of those adapters that doesn't have the Mr. Gasket logo in it. Oh, wow. Well, see, can you explain to me why you would even do that? I mean, I realize it's a product and, you know, I like RC. I have RCindustry all over everything too, but I don't have it embedded down in the metal and, you know, an eighth of it or 16th of an inch for the gasket to seal on. I mean, I just think that's ludicrous. Is that's a group, ain't it, or a guy? I don't know. Ludicrous.
Oh, yeah, that's a wrapper.
Oh, it's a wrapper, yeah.
How tight you want this? Does it have to be really tight?
No, it'll have to be. Did you get it snug down?
It's snug. Yeah.
Yeah, about like that. And we'll do that one now. Kind of do them across from each other. That's plenty. We don't want to bust it off in there. Yeah, that's good. Okay, cool. All right, so that part's on there. Now this is the gasket for the carburetor. Carburetor is like
carburetor.
what's that guy?
That's what it was.
That guy up north does it works on them small engines.
I don't know, but he's got them teeth.
Pterodactyl. Yeah. Carburetor. I don't know if you guys watch Pterodactyl, but that's not what the name of the channel is.
I don't remember.
I can't remember either, but he's.
But I watched that when I had to I had to fix something on my tractor. I watched that about.
Oh, he's good about the lawnmower
good.
stuff. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. So anyway, so this year, and then I think Eric, for his Christmas gift, I'm going to buy him his thing for the No Name Nationals, so he can get into the No Name 500 with his channel, and because he wants to bring his Dodge D200 down there, and it's got a 318, and yeah, so
3 on the tree. It'll probably run about a 15.5.
stock racks and all.
That's right. I got custom stock racks on it. Beautiful.
Well, I'm going to have to figure out something with that vacuum. Let's see here.
I don't know, man. When you got Ford, though, my truck, on second gear, it really takes off in second gear.
Yeah. That 318's really kicking in, huh? Maybe. Oh, come on now.
Play friendly.
Jeez, that thing's rough now.
Come on, play friendly.
I really would like to have power brakes if we could.
Do you hold it, baby?
It's just tight.
Oh,
You hold that. Let's see if this will even fit on there. Oh, yeah.
perfect.
Okay, so that'll work on that.
You got a clip?
Well, we'll have to come up. Yeah, we can come up with one of those. Now, I don't know if it's going to fit on that end, but we can probably do something with that. Okay, so it sits on there. That's a plus. In a bind here. Okay. Got this big caution thing. Read this first, it says. We didn't do that. Maybe we should read that first, huh?
That's a Chevy thing. Well,
Okay. All right. So Holley says,
Outfits Garage.
Hey, Russell. Holley time. Yes, it is. Yeah. Well, it just took a while to get the envelope up big enough to buy one of them. So, yeah. And so, Outfits Garage. So, Russell, so here's where the problem was. Finally, I found it. After we fixed the internal leak, which it had, then this shaft right here on the secondaries on this side, look at, I don't know, you probably can't see it on the camera, but that thing will move quite a bit. So, and of course, that's a reconditioned carburetor, you know. But anyway, so read this first. Do not return it to the place of purchase. If you have any problems, please call Holley. Well, I bought it from Holley. I would have thought they would have. Okay, this carburetor has been 100% factory wet flow tested to the strictest tolerances. Well, that's handy to know. You may notice a fuel odor. You may notice is residual from the factory testing at Holley, a signature quality. Okay, so they got their own smells. Cool. Let's see. It is recommended that key aspects of your engine, including timing, vacuum hoses, and connections, plugs, wires, and valve train, and fuel pressure. And hey, we've been through all that. This has got to be the problem. So, and a new fuel filter. Yeah, well, I got a fuel filter. We're going to put one on it. I'm not happy with what I have, but
Plastic.
This is all I've got today. So we're going to put this on there, but we're going to plan to go get a metal one because I don't like these. But, you know, I bought a whole bag of them at the swap meet for $2. So, I mean, you know, yeah. You can't beat that. So, yeah, anyway. So, and then it says, warning, after installation of this carburetor, manually operate the throttle to full open position to check and make sure there's no binding or sticking. Yeah, that would be handy. So, because I would be the one that would fire it up and floor it, and then it would stay floored.
Oh, that happened to you the other day.
Yeah, that happened on the D100 last Friday. We didn't have the cameras rolling, but it was exciting around here for a little bit.
Brown bag ain't got no brakes.
Yeah, so now the first thing we got to do with the brown bag is get some brakes back on it again. I don't know what happened. So, but the pedal sheet goes all the way to the floor now. So, all right.
Good. Yeah, when I first bought my truck, they said it was in the master cylinder and it had nothing. It wasn't the master cylinder, it was the whole system.
Yeah, well, I think you had it. Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff going on with yours. Okay. Now this one, these back here, I don't know if that's going to be on enough. That's got to have this on there to make. Somehow we got to make a bracket, I guess. This is the downshift. Well, that's the throttle linkage thing.
So we gotta get that to fit under that.
Yes,
and too, right?
Yes, and it's gonna have to. I don't even know if it will. But wow. Take them springs off there.
You have to have the bracket.
Well, all I got is this bracket, so.
That's all.
And see, it won't go up on there. So. Yeah, I don't know about that. I can't bring you guys in over here, but there must be some sort of an adapter kit you got for that throttle linkage on these Chevys that When I talked to the guy on the phone at Holley to get all this stuff ordered, he was like, "Oh yeah, you won't need anything," and I'm like, "Okay." Hey, yeah, thanks for the smiley faces there. And I wanted to thank everybody for the super chats and all that stuff. That's what helped pay for all this. So, and the memberships, and it's unbelievable that somebody would join. To me, I mean, but I'm very glad you did. Okay. Well, not sure what we're going to do about that. That'll come off of there, but then. Yeah, so if any of you out there know, do they make an adapter to bolt on the back of that carburetor for that throttle linkage on this Chevy? Let's see. Unfinished projects in there. I didn't see that. Just now did. No brakes needed. We're going. Well, that's true. That's true, but okay. Get my pliers and pop that thing out of there. Got my hummingbird pliers here. See if I can do something. This is the bracket I'm talking about. So, I need this piece here to hold the throttle, but this is not going to fit underneath that bowl on that Holley. So, not sure what to do here. May have to just make something. Let me see if I can get that bolted on there. Oh, don't have to modify.
Hey, just making your dogs bark as I walk in. Let's check this out. I pointed up at the ceiling.
I'll look on it.
And,
Oh yeah, there's an extension cord laying on the floor there.
right, I just need whatever he's plugged into.
Oh yeah, it's plug it into this one over here. It's on a separate.
All right. Now, if you do something like this to give a little better light.
Oh, come look at it. See what you think. Oh,
Does that help?
We're trying to avoid the backlighting as much as possible, so we got a light here. Don't want it shining in your faces so much, but
Yeah, man, we're gonna put on makeup. We get too much.
yeah, I know. Well, that might work.
Well, I think there's a little bit right there, but that's from the sun.
But it brightens your faces right here.
Yeah.
Because this
So,
took away that part. So yeah,
all right.
sounds good.
All right.
Yeah, see, yeah, it's like let's
I'll
take
have to
some
hire you, Justin.
lighting technician.
Lighting
Lighting
tech.
guy. Well, blind squirrel gets a nut every once in a while, so.
Well, I don't know what kind of percentage you're wanting for being the lighting tech, but
I know.
I've only made $19, so
Hey, Russell says, hang on.
well, if Russell says it, we better pay attention to it.
He says, I cut the arch out and only use the bracket side, just one hole. It's what I have on Smoke Show.
Okay. So he's talking about cutting this like right here, right across here, and then we can run the one screw in. What about this tab? Do you cut that tab off? Because that tab that fits down on that carburetor, this Holley don't have that. So let me know what you think about that. then we can do that. We can certainly. Hello. Eric's fans are calling. Yeah, so all right, we can do that. We can cut that off. I'm gonna snug up this carburetor.
We got to clean the lens off here.
Oh, is the lens dirty on the camera?
Yeah. Getting a little glow. I mean, kind of things.
So Russell says yes. So I have to cut that little thing off too. I cut the arch out and only used the bracket side, just one hole. It's what's on the smoke show. Yeah. Well, so you've probably not seen his smoke show, he's calling it.
Oh, really?
You might have seen it and didn't realize it, but it's a Chevy pickup. It's a short bed Chevy. I don't know what year it is. But it looks like this one's blue and white, and he's got like a 454 in it and real low gears in it and dual positive. I mean, yeah, when it burns, it just, yeah.
So it is truly a smoke show.
Yes. And he let me ride in it, not this year at the No Name Nationals, but the previous year. He let me ride in it down the track, and you can't pull your neck up off the seat. It's pretty fast.
Cool.
It's not like this one.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Well, yeah, that light was just sitting around, so you guys sort of use it.
Well, appreciate that. Just kind of scrubbing that up to make sure it's working. That part's working. So he's talking about this back here. Well, I'm going to go ahead and snug it up. We can take it back off there. So you were on the phone. So he says that we do have to take and cut that little tab off, or that tit or whatever. All right. Let's see here. So if we cut that off and then we cut it off right about there, I guess if we ever need to.
Yeah.
I'm an expert.
Wow.
That's a good one.
Did it slow down?
I want to have a BB gun. Just
No.
take out their back.
Eric and I talked about setting up the live out there and then setting in front of it and making commentary. What was that show with the where they would sit in the movie
1,000
theater?
Mr. Science Theater.
Yeah.
Do it, yeah, kind of a Mystery Science Theater thing out there. Just oh yeah, she's got too much money. She don't have to stop and stop. You know, all kinds of stuff like that. So
That would be great. Well, good.
so many ideas, so little time.
I know. Well, it's looking good.
Oh yeah.
So then what does it take from here? So you got to hook up all the vacuum lines and all the gas and all that. So you get linkage. Oh boy. That's always a struggle, right? The linkage, getting it just right, you know.
Well, and yeah, and getting it, because it's not made for this. That's kind of what we're having to do here is modify.
Do a linkage kit type
Yeah.
or a modification kit, yeah. I know I had a 79 Chevy Blazer, a K5, but way back when. But we put a Holley carburetor on it and had to put this linkage kit on and everything. Of course, we didn't know what we were doing, so
Right.
you know, a million times back and forth from the parts store.
That's how you learn, though, man.
Yeah, we finally got it right.
Yeah, cool. I don't know much about that.
Yeah. I hope that. I'm kind of sad if it does or not. I've got a bulb with me, but that's 100 watt right there. That thing.
That helps. I think it
Yeah.
makes your face clearer.
Yeah, I think because that's what you needed. Because you guys were when he was trying to show parts, it was like you couldn't see him as well.
Yeah. RC's cutting that bracket up right now.
Well, we got the ear cut off anyway, so she's no longer there. Okay. Use that. Now I'm sure that little tab may not be in the way. Actually, it'll be right there at the side to keep it from turning. That might work out just right. Okay. Well, all right.
Let me get to call this thing a smoke show.
Well, I need to get a hold of Alex. I keep forgetting to, because JB said he's got might have a positive rear end pumpkin head, whatever it's called, third member. I don't know. It's got some kind of name. Spool. Yeah, I don't know nothing about all that stuff. But if it makes both wheels turn, that's what I want. So
Kelly's ladder. That.
yeah. So Outfits is okay. So the Smoke Show is a 1975. So this one's 2 years newer.
That's a specific person for seeing ladder.
Well, yeah, she got that for Christmas one year, set up that way. My parents got that for her because I was always taking her ladders. In fact, one time we had a company called Bailey Ray's, and we made bed liner stuff that you paint on and whatever. And I needed some aluminum to show that it would stick to aluminum as well. So I cut up one of her ladders, aluminum ladders. Yeah. So.
You weren't too happy about that.
Yeah, especially since that company never made any money. It was just a big drain of resources.
101 ways to get in trouble with your wife.
Uh-oh, sounds like we got life flight coming in.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's doing all the work.
Well, you're keeping track of the troops.
I'm supervising.
So earlier we had Colonel Wilburn in there, and we had Sergeant Lars. Yeah. I don't know what rank Russell is. I think all of you probably outranked me, so that's fine. So that's going to work. I just got to come up with it. Okay. I think we can figure that out. Yeah, so everybody, you'll just have to tell us what your rank is, and we'll start addressing you as whatever. Hey, there's Buff Del Campo. Got there an hour late. Hey, I was watching your you and Kim's new video on the kind of just random, like you're sitting there in the shop making videos and everything going on. I actually kind of liked it. So General Funky here is what he says. Okay, we need to keep track of that.
General Flunky.
Oh, Flunky. Okay.
I like General Funky.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
That's pretty funny. Let's see. I need a toothpick.
I think we're going to change that to Funky. You're General Funky now.
Oh, gosh. Anyway, we've got other moderators today, but I appreciate you coming in, Buff.
See how we're at. Kind of.
After last week, I didn't want that same thing to happen again, so we made Eric Curtis II he's highlighted in blue like you are, Buff, but I appreciate you coming in. Eastern time, I guess we're on New York time, whatever that is. That'd be east of me, so.
Funky town, funky town.
Oh,
Oh, Justin's breaking stuff.
no, I'm making.
Throwing the butane on the floor.
I'm trying to find a.
Oh, wow.
How's that look?
I think it. Oh, man, look at your. Bringing good. Look in there.
Yeah,
That's
we're
like
working on lighting.
perfect HD.
Yeah, we're trying to get it so if it goes right there and he shows a part right here, it can
Yeah.
without causing any other problems. Let me see how that looks now. To pull that up again.
I think I'm getting it here. I just get this started. Yeah, it's kind of tricky. I think that's going to work.
Huh.
I mean,
Why wouldn't it?
it looks like it will.
Because you don't need the other part. That was just stabilizing the whole.
Well, yeah, and you got to have that to hold that throttle cable. So,
Yeah.
well, General Funky says it works. But
If General Funky says it works, it works.
it's got to work. Oh. Here for that. Okay. That. There we go. That might work. Oh, right here. Looked like I knew there was a wrench somewhere.
An Allen over here, we don't need that.
Not anymore. Now this thing is supposed to be bench tested, so we'll see how that is. The last one I got from them was for the '79 Chrysler 300, and the float levels were a little high on it, but other than that, it was all right. Let's see what Bob's got going on. Oh yeah, you forgot you were the moderator. Well, that's all right. You ain't got to. I mean, I like to have, now that we had that issue last week, I definitely want to have, more than one available. So yeah, anytime you can stop in, that'd be greatly appreciated. We'll put you on the payment list. We were sitting here trying to figure out the percentages. We made a whole $19 this year. So, I don't know, 1% of 19 is, what is that, 19 cents?
$1.90.
$1.90. Okay, so
No, that's 10%. 19 cents. You're
19 cents, yeah. So, everybody gets a cut. You're almost directly north. Yeah, we actually are. If you look at the map from where you're at, we are straight north of you. So, what was that? Oh,
That was
no, that's fine. I was like, oh my God, we have a fire.
That'd be a great joke to play. Crawl underneath there. Well, oh no!
It's freaking out there.
Anything for viewership.
right.
Yeah. So I think we need to take this thing and get this out of the way.
Buff expects a check.
He expects a jig. Yeah, okay.
19 cents.
Well, we can get you a check. Just don't expect to cash it, okay?
It's pretty hard to cash a 2 cents check.
Yeah.
Well, that I'll tell you something funny. Mom and Dad bought a new car when I was a kid. I was really small, so I don't remember the transaction. But when they got to the closing of the deal and all the paperwork where they borrowed the money or whatever, they had overpaid by 27 cents. And so the dealership up in Indianapolis cut them a check for 27 cents. And they carried that check around. That was always in the glove box of that car. They never cashed it. But I just thought it was funny.
Years later, some bean counter at the dealership saying, "We got an ounce of this 27."
Where did this go? So that's pretty funny. They don't have that check anymore, I doubt. But they for years had that in that '67 Chevelle. So. All right, let's see.
I think we got a check back one time from the IRS for like $1.10 or something.
Yeah.
You know, it's something like wasn't worth driving down to get it.
Right.
Well, and the bank, I would think the bank wouldn't even want to fool with it. It would cost them more money, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's that off of there. Let's see if we can get this out of here. That thing is on that intake manifold. I hate to take the intake manifold loose. Or, you know. Yeah, that's okay. I'll hold this and see if you can twist that off there. You just moved it. No, she's moving. Okay. Here we go. There's that piece out there. Okay.
She's brilliant.
I'm assuming the power downshift cable's gonna have to go there. And yeah. Oh. Let's see if that'll. We know this will go on the back of the carburetor. We'll, we got one of them clips. These little Jesus clips here. That may not be successful.
Let's see. Let's see who's talking here.
Too big. Okay,
It's
so
really tight.
well, it goes on there pretty tight, really. I don't know if there's a leak. No, she's not gonna go in there. Okay, let's see if we can get that grommet out of there. Get a screwdriver. We had to take this thing off because this screws in the back of that quadrajet, and then this goes into the vacuum booster. But we got to, yeah. Ain't got no fitting like that on the back of that Holley, so. Let's see, get that grommet out of there. Yeah, I think that light's a good idea, Justin.
Yeah.
It's good lighting is always important in any video situation.
I remember when the Jackson Barnes band, which was the first band I was in, when we used to play at these roadhouse roof kind of things. It was almost like
Chicken wire, like in Blues Brothers.
pretty much like that, but not the chicken wire.
Yeah.
And and we would get these requests for songs that we had no clue. So we had the first time we played, we didn't have any lights, so we're standing up in the dark. So the second time we played, we went to and bought some hog lights, which are similar to what you have there. They're for hog barns because they were like $5, and we bought some colored floodlights, and we had them clipped up everywhere, and everybody's like. But it kind of gave us the image of our music because we were terrible. So
It's lighting can make things look really cool. You know,
Yeah.
I've seen bands that get can lights and they have a bunch of them at the front of the stage
Yeah.
pointing at them. And they're shining up and they're playing it.
It makes a difference.
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah. Well, years later, we actually got some decent lighting. But yeah, that's
The
what we
last
used to-
band I was in, we had big lights set up, but it was just like overkill, really.
There's
Because
kind
we
of a
were
point,
playing small bars and we didn't really have any.
but I tell you, they got the music company. They all these places that sell equipment for stage setups and just making a killing because you just keep going. Like you get a PA, but you're like, man, there's a nicer one we could get that.
Yeah, and if you get the RMA 300 to go with it,
12 channels instead of 8, and you just keep going and
and you need some triggers for the drums and
monitors.
Yeah.
The drummer needs a monitor. Drummer's always like, I can't hear. You guys have monitors. I don't have them.
Sound guys always wanted to do it.
Yeah, and I used to run sound for a couple of different bands, and I always hated the drums and the lead guitar players because the more they drank, the louder they played, especially the lead guitar player. And so, but the one band we actually, when we would play it at nice venues, we had these sound things, this glass or plexiglass thing that went in front of the drums. So it kind of keeps
muted it.
it mutes it and keeps it back there so I can control the volume. And the guitar player, we would have him turn his amp completely around, and he played because he wanted to hear it. So that was fine, but the audience didn't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I mean, they want to hear it, but they don't want to hear that only.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's got to be balanced.
Feedback,
Oh yeah. So anyway. Oh.
So what kind of music do you play, Justin?
I used to play in a punk rock band years ago, but I think I good just rock and roll. I love classic rock. I love a lot of like early '60s garage stuff, and I always loved it's totally overplayed, but the Holley's Tall Cool, Long Cool Woman.
That's one of my favorite songs.
Dude, it's just the bass line, everything in it is so cool.
Yeah.
But it's a hard one. It's a hard one to get right. To really get it. And I don't have. I would need to practice over and over again to even like remember that and figure it out. But, but I mean, I like stuff like that. I'm not not into like super pop songs. There's kind of a movement in the late '70s. It was called power pop. So you had bands like the Vapors and Returning Japanese and all. That's one of the ones that made the radio. But there's a band that I think they're in Chicago. I forget their name. They're called Pez Band. Pez Band. P-E-Z Band.
Oh, the Pez's?
Pez Band. But they were just so rocking, and it was like good. It was like real rock and roll.
Yeah. Which is what I like.
And I'll have to turn you on to that because my cousin turned me on to it, and I was like, oh my God, this is really cool.
Yeah, well, Russell, thanks for stopping in.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming by, and your wisdom and knowledge is just, I mean, it's like all of everybody that's in here, they all know what's going on. So,
yeah.
It's a valley, lots of guitar solos, and then the end is just a big jail station.
Yeah.
It's like 8 minutes. Oh, it's awesome.
Thin Lizzy was awesome too. The cowboy song and that.
Yeah.
And, all his.
How about Call the Police? Have you ever heard that song by Thin Lizzy?
I don't know.
Call the police, boy.
What about the I'm a Rocker?
Yeah. Yeah.
That guitar in the beginning. And the drum, just everything about it. They were kind of like the Who, where they all played amazingly.
Yeah. Phil Lynott was really good.
well, man,
Russell checked out.
yeah, I saw he had to go. He's probably, well, he runs a road grader, so he's probably working. He was probably on break.
I give that road a B-. Oh no, he's scraping roads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he runs a road grader, sets the gravel grade.
Well, this road gets a C.
Oh, yeah.
Grader. Oh, Grader.
Oh, grading the road.
It took me a minute. Sorry.
So I'm slow sometimes. Where's that? Ooh. Well, maybe.
Now that kink in that line, does that make a difference?
Right here.
This?
Yeah.
Is there a peak in it?
Look.
Oh, yeah, kind of. It's
Oh,
trying.
yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that makes a difference.
Well, it's pulling the fumes out of the
Okay.
valve cover. It pulls in air over on this side and sucks it into the carburetor here. That way it burns. They used to have a thing called road draft tubes on the older cars. So all of the crankcase gases just went out the road draft tube. But, you know, that's pollution. We can't have that. So we got to burn it now through the
It
carburetor.
always has to go back in and see pollution burning. Okay. Yeah. Or no. It's climate change.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Because
Spot.
yeah, but that
Wrong.
didn't happen, so they changed it. Climate change. Oh, something dropped out there.
Yeah, that was that little thing that I broke, which I don't need from there, but I was trying to get it off. So this goes in there.
What you need is you need to have a live audience here, and we all just sit and drink beer and watch you. and then it just, as it progresses, it gets more exciting.
Yeah.
People are like, yeah,
Absolutely.
why don't you pull on that thing? And then all these crazy suggestions.
Show us your.
Don't you think you should be doing this? And all that stuff.
Free bird.
Yeah.
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 That one there. That should work for that.
With Kelly, too.
She had to go. She still does books for a doctor,
Oh, okay.
so she had to run down there. She goes down once a month
Mm.
and takes care of to get the stuff and pays bills and all that. So she is on the road this morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry to pull out.
Okay, so let's see if I can get that through there and hooked up to the back now. Oops. Oh, that thing slips weird.
I got this.
Nice butt shot for everybody, probably. But
Yeah, we can put a black sensor bar over it if you want.
yeah. Do a big blur. I can't see from here so much.
Get it light in there.
Yeah, well, it's kind of back in there, and the hood needs to come off. What it needs to be. See if I can find it. There it is. So if we go here. That away. There's that.
You want what's that last comment say?
Is it brand used yet? That's from Kim Fix Things. It's
Okay.
getting there.
It's from who?
Kim.
Kim's fixing.
Oh yeah, it's kind of brand used, all right.
Just connecting all the tubes.
Yeah, so Kim, so last week you guys were on there, so you knew I had the Dodge pulled up in here, and we was talking about it last week. So after the live event, you know, was kind of putting things back, had to get Mama RC's van back in the garage and all that. So I decided I would do a burnout with the Dodge truck. So I put her in low gear and revved her up and threw the clutch on it, and well, she burned some rubber. So our driveway kind of slants down like this to the road. Well, so I didn't want to go flying down the road, so I jammed on the brakes, and the pedal went whoosh, right to the floor and away right out there, almost hit a big black SUV who ran the stop sign, and yeah, it was exciting. So too bad the camera wasn't rolling for that.
Oh,
one,
that
but
would have been.
yeah, that would have been great.
I thought he got drunk.
Not yet.
All right. So So there is that. So now we need to figure out what we're going to do for fuel. So I hate using this, but I don't have any. I don't have a different one, so we're going to have to use. Man, I got smaller. This is a little bit small. This fuel line. What is this? 5/16, huh?
You have to use the restroom.
Let's see. Fuel line. Fuel line. So this is this. Now, Kim from Kim Fixes Things, if she's still in here, she does. If you want to see some professional live events, they got a home studio that's like, I mean, you'd think you're watching, with the back screens and all the stuff and touch this and the things pop up. And
Oh yeah,
it's like watching the 6 o'clock news. I mean,
that's great.
Yeah, it's very, it's very intimidating. Boy, I just don't like that at all.
Too small.
Well, it's going to be kind of a tight bend. Yeah. I think this moves. I think we can move that if we need to. I mean, tilt it a little. If it was out a little more, it might be. Let's see. Don't know. Well, I mean, I mean, you're welcome for saying it, but it's the truth. So, they just upgraded the computer for the shop. Okay. Yeah, I watched your video this morning before I came out here. I forget what the name of it was, but it's where you're saying we're trying a new thing and we're going to be live in the shop on our video today or whatever. I actually liked the format. So
Is this on a rail? Does it slide back? No, because it's connected in there. That's quite a corner he's got. I think he needs a longer line.
They said to move that. So
Yeah.
well, that's what I'm hoping. I think it will move it
what do you think? Can go up or
up a little. It's still way too big. 5/8. It's not 5/8.
Must be metric.
It must be metric.
9/16? No.
Well, next one up, let's 11/16.
11.
I think.
I bet, yeah, 11/16 is probably it.
Yeah, yours right.
Yeah, try that.
Yep.
Okay, so all right. So let me see if I can loosen it up.
Oh yeah, and moving back and forth.
Okay. Let's do that. I don't know if that's the right way to do it or not, but I know we got to cut this off. Which I hate to have to do, but let's see.
It's like this.
Yeah, we tried to block the light a little bit here, and then Justin actually went and got this thing here to put up there so that our faces, because if you got in on the beginning, we were kind of like,
It's backlit.
yeah, it wasn't too good.
you think about it, that's, he's just trying to run the line from there to there without it kinking. So if he goes down in such a way that it could just make, it would be a longer line, but it would have to really come around. But that's the problem, is that that's such a sharp angle.
Mm-hmm.
So when he says he has to cut it, he's going to cut it down and
I don't
bend it.
I don't know how he's going to do it. Like, to me, it doesn't make sense to cut him, but I don't understand the situation yet.
Yeah, and
I'm
bending
assuming
goes, I
they
don't know
will
how
cut it
those.
here and then from there to there.
But either way, it's going to have to make it a
Yeah.
90-degree corner.
So
So
they're going to be here or down here. Yeah.
there's some way you can cut it and then have it so it bends around slightly.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, those are the little things that get you, man.
It looks like there's still some coffee in there, Justin, if you want
Oh
some.
no, I'm full up. I got loaded up. I went home when I got the light. Thank you.
Actually, that looks like it might be up in the air a little bit.
It's just you're dealing with 90-degree bends here,
Yeah,
and so
that's why I want to slope out. See, I could get it to slope before, but it was going to rest on this, and this gets hot.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to keep this filter off of the hot.
can that hard line bend a little? I mean,
It'll probably keep. I'm going to cut it off, like we're back here.
because you almost then would have to go like in an S.
Yeah, so yes, it's going to have to go like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to put it clear back down under here, because then I can't really get to it.
Wow. Yeah, you're kind of in the bind. You've got a short distance to go, and you've got some hard
Yeah.
turns.
But at least we know now that we can move this, to alleviate some of the, because before, if I could have done it, but it was going to be laid on that, for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't mind if it lays on this, but yeah. So anyway, that's kind of where we're at.
Either a real long line that goes in a loop and goes and comes out, goes around, goes in, and rests on top of this, or
Well, the other thing is you got to watch how many inches for the track. You got to watch how many inches of rubber hose you got.
because of this.
You can only have 12 inches total of the whole system. So
Huh.
see, I've got about 4 inches here, and then there'll be a little bit on the tank. So I'm trying to cut it down as much as I can. So, because we got to be track legal.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm learning something about this every minute because I know nothing about any of this.
Yeah, Tony never has popped in today. He must be busy in the shop. He usually stops in. Oh, Rainy Day Auto. Okay, yeah. So she's in there. I watched your video actually on the D100 with the slant six in it. Yeah, I watched that. It's like a work truck. It's got like boxes on the back, but it's an old truck. Like I don't remember what year it is, but she makes it.
Who's your buddy from New York? The guy that know here, up north.
From New York?
Yeah, he's been here before. I met him when we went to that concert down there.
Cool guy. Kent and Betty? No, he's not from New York.
No, this guy's real like New York. Yeah.
Oh no, he's from Chicago.
Oh, Chicago.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, they were over here for our party on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I wish I would. I should have.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a cool cat.
Yeah, that's they were here. And now I can't think of his name, but yeah, isn't that awful? Yeah, hope he's not watching.
He
No.
plays guitar too.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
actually,
Jazz.
yeah, he's very jazzy and
Yeah.
very complex playing kind of. Yeah, makes me want to like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. It makes you want to. I stuff like that just makes you want to stop.
Yeah,
Like, okay, come on, who am I kidding here?
yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of their names. Ain't that awful? They were just here Tuesday night.
I want to say Charlie.
Yeah, it's Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah, his name's Charlie.
He still needs to come out and drink my bar.
He does, but he had some heart surgery, and he's still.
Oh,
He drank one beer the other night, but he didn't want to drink much because he's still in therapy. And
sure.
but yeah,
Somewhere
but
down
he
the
does.
road,
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad that his surgery went well.
And I've got in the calendar for the Christmas party for the Optimus too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're definitely going to be there for that.
Good. Yeah, Eric, you definitely can You're welcome to come to that.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I've got to find my little imp cutter. This is 3 out of the way.
Somebody wants
Rainy day wanted to know what we're doing. I told her.
Yeah, putting a 600 Holley something or other Warrior, or what'd you call it?
Warrior.
Warrior.
And her truck is a 74.
So hers is 74. So that's the same year as the as our Dodge. Then. Well, my Dodge.
Yeah,
Yours is a 72. So yeah. But she's got a cool video on that one, getting it running. So,
yeah.
And mine's got the slant 6 in it too. So what I've got to do once I get the brakes fixed now, because you might have missed that earlier, but the brakes went out of it. Once I get the brakes back working again, is I got to adjust the valves on it because it's clacking a little. And I'm sure, you know, you're supposed to, the book tells you you're supposed to adjust those every 20,000 miles, and it's got 90,000 on it. I don't know if it's ever been adjusted or not. Okay, I'm looking for that. My little line cutter. That thing, what is that thing at? I use it so often. I can't find it. Because this one won't never fit in there. Well, I know I have one out in the van, so let me go get that.
It's gonna rain on Sunday.
Yeah, that pushed out a little because we're wanting to go to the car show tomorrow if we can get this thing to run.
Yeah. So they're hooking up the lines right now.
Yeah. Hooking up the line.
The fast and easy part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Rainy Day Auto. Where are you from?
We're in
No.
southern Indiana.
Where?
Southern Indiana.
Well, they're snowing over there.
Oh, really? Where she's at?
No, she wants to know where you guys are from, right? Or you want to know where they're from?
Yeah, I want to know where she's from because it's snowing there. It's not snowing here.
It sounds like northern Michigan or
I
something.
don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, I know.
Not
Glad
right.
we're not there.
Wait till I prepare, right? Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've been through there before. See if the weather's going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be maybe next Saturday at 16th looks really nice. 66. Maybe I'll do it then. The Christmas lights.
Oh, that's today.
Yeah, that's not rain. That's cloud at night.
Cloud, yeah.
That's there Sunday. That's what we got going on.
Sunday.
Yeah.
90%. Sounds like fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll go back and figure out what I'm gonna do. You guys, I wanna see it when it starts up.
Yeah.
I don't know how long this is probably gonna take. Just at least getting it ready to start. Take another hour or so. Right?
Probably. Yeah, it's already been 2. I'd say another hour. Probably. Yeah.
Well, keep checking in and see where you guys are at, and then I'll come up because I want to be here when you guys fire it up.
Okay.
Then it's like, okay, no, turn off. Okay, we gotta do this.
Yeah.
Then it's like turn it back on. All right, hold on. You turn tuning it down and tuning it up, and then
Once
figuring
you-
out.
Yeah.
Something's puffing here. What's going on? Yeah.
Rev it up once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole process, man.
So what's he looking at? He's out looking for something right now.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Oh, he's in the back of his van looking for something a tool.
Yeah.
So
line,
can
line cutting.
So do you ever break away from that and like show like, okay, here's where we're at? You
We
know?
do on a regular basis.
Yeah.
It's not on live.
Yeah.
Probably should.
Yeah, and almost like every once in a while give them okay, here's how far we've gotten. Here's what we're doing now. Wow. God, this reminds me of mine. I was coming home one morning, 5 in the morning, coming home from the mill. I lived way out in Montana, way northwest corner of Montana, driving up this little skinny road that goes miles to get home. And it's like 5 in the morning, and I threw a rod, and it was done. It just went, the rod went right through, punctured, and so the car immediately stopped, and you're going glug, 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 glug. So all the antifreeze going into the engine. And it was whatever it was done. And so I had to get it towed in, and the guy had an engine from a van, a Chevy engine, and still had the scoring lines on the machine lines on the inside of the cylinders. I mean, he was like, then you put it in, so I got to rebuild it. No, not a rebuild, but
Well, I still ain't found my little imp cutter.
I couldn't
So-
believe it. I can't believe I found this van that was down here. So,
10 snips would work, wouldn't it?
No, that stuff's steel. Stainless steel, actually, I think. I don't think. No, actually, it's probably not stainless steel. So she says she used to have a duster. Yeah. Buff says he's not worried about having weird stuff like that, so that's cool. Yeah, where is that at? I keep looking in the same spot.
Open
thinking
it.
I'm going to find
open it, it'll appear.
and it's not done that yet. It's supposed to be right here. This is just the pipe vendors. It's not there.
Did you put it in some toolbox, took the no name with you or anything?
Probably. But I've emptied those out. I got just a little bit too much stuff.
There's a lot of screwdrivers there.
Yeah, that's on it up.
What's in there you to lift?
It smells like a tax box. Where is that?
Come on in here, Justin.
Oh, here it is, right here.
Look at it.
Oh, we found it. Yeah, we found it.
Woo! We found it.
Cutter. It was not where it was supposed to be, but I found it. So, see, the big cutter has a big handle on it, and you can't get it around this. You have to use this one. It takes a little longer because you can't get it as tight. Let's see if
You're absolutely sure that's where you want to cut it.
I'm not sure about any of it.
Okay. You're not measuring twice there? Cutting
No.
once? Okay.
No. Yeah.
So what are you cutting right now?
Well, we're cutting the fuel line, the factory fuel line.
He's cutting the factory fuel line, so,
We've got to put an inline filter in it. Holley requires that.
oh, okay. So, but
Plus, this one doesn't bolt in. No, it has a barb fitting on it from the factory or from the manufacturer. So, where this one off the old carburetor screws in. Oh. Big pliers here. Oh, and the strength to turn that anymore. But we've been doing some finger exercises in yoga class. Yeah. So
good.
hopefully it gets a little better.
Yeah, you gotta keep up with that the older you get.
We're getting there.
Oh, I see how that works.
Yeah, see, it has a little sharp wheel, and it just, the pressure kind of just cuts into it. It's called a line, it's a line cutting tool or something like that.
And then you gotta flange it, right?
Well, that would be nice, but I don't have a way to do that. I don't have the tools for that. But yes, it would be nice to put a thing like that on.
Then another tool that goes on at Flynn,
Yeah.
spreads it out.
So I've got a piece that will make a piece similar to that. So we'll try to get that on there if we can get it on there. If not, we'll put 2 hose clamps on it, and it should hold it. This thing doesn't have that much pressure from the fuel pump on this. It's the factory fuel pump. It don't have a whole lot of pressure. I mean, it's got enough, but oh, you scraped your arm. It's like,
We'll just have to add that to the rest of it.
The daily occurrence for me. I got to go through when I leave blowing and walking through bushes and stuff. I
Yeah.
come in, and blood's running down my arm. My
yeah, you're
wife's
like, where did that come
oh
from?
my god! I'm like, it's just scratched.
I have a friend that just bought a car and I got in there and I'm trying to fix the console and I got it all put together and I realized I had to take it apart because I didn't have it right. It wasn't right. And I started taking it apart and then I started seeing blood everywhere. I'm like, what's going on?
Well, that's probably what it is. It's probably from
My
that.
fingers were all bleeding and
Oh boy.
yeah, that happens every
Yep.
a couple of days.
It just takes a little while.
It's cutting in there though.
Oh yeah, she's getting there. If you had bionic fingers, you could tighten that down.
Yeah, we'll see if
And we got some more
who's
comments.
talking. Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Rainy Day said, of course, I'm not a Chevy gal. Where is it? Oh, where'd it go?
Yeah, it might have popped up. I saw it.
It did. Rainy Day said, when I was in auto school in the mid 2000s, they didn't teach us about carbs. They said, you don't need to know about those dinosaurs. It's all OBD2 now.
Yeah, throttle body and
Yeah.
computer. And, yeah. Well, not old people like me, because I don't want to fool with that. So. The problem is all the good carburetor guys are all dying off. And I didn't learn as much as I should have.
Got to have glasses to read the comments.
Well, I understand that. We were putting up flags last night in the dark.
Oh, you did flags last night?
Yeah. Well, Patrick doesn't get off work till 5.
Over at Patrick's.
And so by the time we got the trailer hooked up and all that, it was at least 5:30.
That's right. I didn't know you should have let
And
me
then
know.
by the time we got it going, it was 6, it was cloudy. Yeah, so we got done at 8 o'clock last night, and I mean, it's hard without.
Yeah, and we were in French Lick until late afternoon when we got back, and
Yeah, I saw you guys had vehicles up there.
Yeah. So we had people visiting. We just went
Looked
home.
like you had some campers too.
Oh, that was the other day when the people we went camping with.
They stopped.
They stopped by. They've never been to the house. So.
Well, my camper excursion, which the video comes out next Sunday, but didn't turn out so good. I got over there and it wouldn't fit the truck.
Oh no.
So I drove 170
What do
some
you mean it
miles.
wouldn't fit the truck?
It's too little. It was for a newer truck, and see, the newer trucks have smaller beds.
Oh, you're talking about the camper that you put at the
That
shell
goes on the bed, yeah.
I see.
Yeah, no, not one that I pull behind. I ain't got there yet.
Oh.
Although I did see some that you sent me.
Yeah, it's hard to find any.
That one
under $1,000. Oh.
Yeah, that one that went in the back of a pickup bed, but had that elaborate upstairs in it. And that,
The Skyliner.
The Skyliner.
And it's
Yeah.
or it's a Skyline or something. And man.
yeah, now that was a cool camper shell.
Yeah. Well, just
I hope you guys ain't getting bored over there. This is taking.
yeah, you got to have in between entertainment and you have like a little show in between, something
Yeah.
going on. dog's doing tricks or something.
I don't even know what to say.
Our dogs do tricks, but I don't know that it's ones you'd want to see.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got that cut off of there. That's what we've been working on now. Let's see what we got. I'm old enough to remember having shops back in carburetor days. I'm so comfortable with that technology. Yeah, well, me too. And I wished I knew as much as my dad did, because he's really good with carburetors. But I do not. Let's see. Dallas Brown, AHR president, and Shane Plumos, Elderbrock engineer, host the live show. It's all about tech talk with questions from viewers Wednesday evenings at 7 Central. That's correct. I haven't watched it lately, but I have been on there before. I'd like to, Elderbrock engineer. I wonder if they have a better adapter plate than Mr. Gasket.
Yeah, probably do. That'd be a question to ask Shane the next time we go there.
Yeah. Okay, so we got that little duper taken care of. Let's see here.
All right. Well, I gotta go back. And,
You heading out?
Yeah, I want to come back before you guys fire it up.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to see it, come to life.
Yeah, I'd like to see it come to life too.
I'll keep an eye on the feed. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on the feed. We'll see.
Okay, I don't know how long we've been on here.
About an hour and a half.
Oh, about an hour and a half. Oh, that ain't too bad. We got 7 thumbs up. That's cool. Oh yeah, Buff put in the link for that for the AHRA, so it's good.
Yeah. That's here in a bit. It'd be nice to figure something out. I have to start like actually bust out my guitar and start playing again. I have a Telecaster and a nice little tube amp. But I would like to do a bass. And if we start jamming, it would be a great excuse for me to find a bass.
Yeah.
Because then my wife would be like, honey, you
Have to have this.
she's like, oh, you want to play music? And I said, okay, I need to get this bass. I used to have one, but then I sold it because I just hadn't used it. And, it was an American-made Fender jazz musician bass, and I think it was like, I sold it for like $1,500 or something. But it was just, he's made in America, they did and all that. So it's just so smooth, so beautiful. It's like it was too much for me. It was like when I held it, I didn't feel worthy. I was like, what am I doing with this? And but
I have a guitar that you could use.
the bass.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the strings are about 40 years old.
Oh yeah, you need to get some new strings on there.
But so it's
Offie has the best adapter. Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to.
But they are ancient.
Get a
Okay,
bass
well,
amp.
I'm ancient too.
I got one of those.
Oh, you do? What do you got?
But it's just the whole point of me even saying stuff about that is that Mr. Gasket.
I used to have one.
That's what Holley recommends. That's what they sell for their Holley carburetors, adapter plates.
I think there were 6
And I'm like,
on it.
I can't be the only one that's ever had that problem
Cab.
with those silly things.
Custom
So,
tuck and roll.
anyway, I don't know. Maybe I am.
It was huge. Wow, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, no, you can't tell me that you have a, because I'm looking for an excuse to buy this.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
oh, I got
I'll be
one.
your scapegoat.
Don't worry, Jesse, I got one for him. She'll be like, well, you didn't hear it.
Say, your son needs a bass player in his band. He doesn't have a bass.
Yeah.
So you gotta have something.
Yeah, I mean, I will. So I'm, yeah, it would be really cool. I love to play.
Yeah.
Do something
On here very far.
Yeah, I can play anything. You won't play punk rock.
I've grown out of that. But I learned during my life now to really appreciate all different bands and different things that before I used to go, oh, they're dumb, those guys are a bunch of homos or something like that, and
And now I'm like, man, it's like the BJ's.
Yeah.
God, those guys are just amazing.
Oh,
But
yeah, they were.
way back when, it was during disco and they did Saturday Fever, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna listen to that crap.
Yeah.
And I'm young, I'm
Well, I grew up in the '90s, obviously, so but I was the same way about different bands.
Yeah, you just-
And now I listen to it, I'm like, oh, they're really good. Hanson
yeah,
was really talented.
yeah,
I don't really care much for the music.
yeah. Those girls were really good.
Yeah.
But they did. They had hearing it now. You do.
Yeah.
You're like, wow.
Oh, that's interesting. You put that feel in you. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
right.
never pick up on stuff like that when I was younger.
Cinching down the line.
Trying to.
Okay, all right. I'll see you guys in a bit.
All right.
See you, Justin.
If you can, you remember you can text me if and say, hey, we're about to fire this up.
Oh, okay.
Let me know, but don't feel bad if you forget.
Okay.
All right, buddy. See you guys.
See you, Justin.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
Russell's back. He says Holley and Mr. Gasket are under the same ownership along with comp cams and TCI transmission.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains why they pushed that product then. I can't believe that people don't complain about it. I mean, so anyway. Well, so Russell's back. He's been working, and we're still here trying to. We've got everything pretty much buttoned down. I'm working on the fuel line now, and then we got to hook up some throttle linkages and a power downshift. Oh yeah, there goes the school kids. Kick her down, baby.
Yeah, they don't even like care.
No,
It's like
yeah.
the stop sign is just there for decoration. The caution.
Well, I mean, if you never get in trouble for running one, why would you stop? There's no consequences. So, I hate these plastic fuel filters, but I don't got nothing else.
Yep. Tough.
I've actually got a tool for this too, but I don't know where it's at. I'd have to try to find it.
Oh, one that goes around.
No, it actually is like a pair of scissors. It cuts
Oh.
and stuff.
Yeah, actually, I have that too.
But I would, yeah,
Right.
be nice to have. I didn't bring it, so or I don't know where mine's at. Those will get me running long enough to see if it's going to work, and then
Yeah.
I can go down to the tool, get in place, and get me a better.
JB's leaving.
Hey, thanks for stopping in, JB.
Bye, JB. Bear Rose is leaving.
Bear Rose has been in there?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, hey, man. I tried to catch one of your lives the other night and I fell asleep, so sorry. But I know, we're quite a few hours difference. Huh. I wonder why it didn't show he was on there. That's funny. It's not ideal. Oops.
on there enough.
Yeah, because it's got one of these little doogie bottles. So it should be all right.
As long as it's got a DG.
Yeah, you have to have that doogie whopper on there. Let me get a couple of hose pointers here.
What's all this splatter on the wheel well?
Well, that's where all that brake
Oh,
fluid came
that.
from.
Oh, I thought that was the other one.
And I wiped it up, but I can't figure out where it's coming from. It's not wet. Yeah, it's full. So I guess it came down from here or something.
So maybe it,
I don't know.
it did explode or splattered up here and it dripped. I don't know.
Well, it doesn't seem wet up there though. So I don't know. Well, it's beyond me. Let's see. Was that my phone? Whose phone was that?
Yeah, it's Kelvin.
Hello?
Hello, are you done with the thing?
No, we're live right now.
All right.
Okay, fine.
You in trouble?
No, she just wants me to call her back. What does this see? Oh, sleep while the video runs. Well, that's true. He gets the watch hours. And to be honest with you, I do that with a lot of folks,
I do
including you and Kim. That's what I do. I just let them run. But yeah, I didn't realize Bear Rose was in there. I've been with my butt under the hood, so I didn't do that. I'm gonna call her back. Okay.
We just got the fuel filter hooked on it.
I'm sorry, but yeah, I came outside. I see that you texted me. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, I'll get something. Okay. Okay. Bye. Yeah, well, we've been on there 2 hours, guys and gals. We ain't got this thing done yet, so I appreciate you all coming in here. We're gonna button up this fuel thing, and we'll just have to see if it runs on the next video. I don't know. We'll just have to do that, I guess. 2 hours is about all I had scheduled for this, and which in my schedule. But I know I got a repairman coming to work on our refrigerator because we ain't got no. She's not keeping things cool, so.
That's the second time he's been there.
Hey, Bear Rose, a couple bucks for the Chevy. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we got that just made your percentage go up, Buff. To that's probably 19 cents. That probably went up to about 20 cents now. So
Where's the fire extinguisher?
the fire extinguisher over there.
What's that blinking?
That is because the truck is parked in front of the beam that goes across for the doors.
It's the sensor for the garage, Buff.
Oh, is that what he's noticed it, huh? Yeah. Yeah, the car's parked too far through the garage door. So Outfits has a live Monday night at 7 p.m. Okay. Well, get that on your schedules. What's the blinking over there? It's pretty funny that he could see that.
Yeah.
And I can see it too, I guess, really. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, whenever you pull across that beam, then the hood or the door won't go down. So
it's a bomb, Buff.
Better watch saying that on there. They'll cut us off. Can't
Scratch that.
Can't say that word. So anyway, yeah, I appreciate everybody coming along. I think we're going to get out of here, probably end this thing, end the stream as it's called. And I guess the next time, maybe we'll see if we can get this thing to run, huh? So anyway, we spent about 2 hours with y'all, and that's pretty cool. And appreciate everybody stopping in and the super chat there and all the hearts and all the stuff coming up. And it looks like we got 12 thumbs ups and, good deal.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see you the next time, I guess.
See ya.
And just like always, we're making it just like brand used here, baby.